Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I am going to try to do multiple things at once today and get things done. Let's see how this goes.
Think I'm tripping because I'm not tripping. Ooh, pasting in my face, but I'm not tripping. Ooh,
I don't own any rights to the music.
he's showing up. Surprise! God be for me, then nobody can stop me. Break out in the shot in a hotel lobby. Please tell the driver to pull over just for a second while I run around the car. Thanking God for my blessings. We don't do oh, with the two schools. My life best. Keep the spirit in it. Yeah, on the yeah.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Warning, content may contain strong material. Please be advised. Hi! Thank you for joining me today. I am Jayna K, but you might know me as By Faith Jayna K. It's more than just a name, it's my brand. And it represents a promise that even in the darkest moments, hope can take root. As someone who identifies as an overcomer and survivor, I have faced significant trauma and grappled with profound questions about faith during difficult moments. My experiences reflect the journey many people undergo when seeking answers and solace in the face of adversity. Like you, I am an overcomer and a survivor. I've stared into the face of trauma, cried out, "Why, God?" and been met with silence. Welcome to Journey to Freedom, where hope takes root, a spoken word poetry podcast. As By Faith Jayna K, I'll share original poems that invite reflection, offer solace, and celebrate the journey of finding light even in the deepest shadows. Each episode is a gentle reminder that even after silence, hope can always rise. In week one, I told you of my story about the isolation and shame the abuse had inflicted within me. Keeping me locked in a box, I started screaming to be set free. In the poem Beneath the Glass, a glimmer of hope broke through. We saw that hope came from Jesus, as he is the one who holds the keys to break the chains in light in the darkness. Week two, I told you of the trauma repeating in my head, keeping me in a battle for a lifetime with the poem Echo of Mine. Through that journey, I had to find strength greater than myself. By faith, I knew there had to be more to life than this redundancy. And so I stepped out on a journey by faith. Last week, in nature's song, the colors of the world are darkening. The sun is not as bright. The sky is gray, and it seems it's dark more than day. We got the shift of breeze and seasons, and we held on. We followed the light of hope as we made our way through. I fought to climb with fear, a constant guest inside my mind. Each choice a failure, putting me to the test. I made it through the echo of the ravine. This week, we continue the journey in the unstuck seed when hope takes root. After this journey through the ravine, I looked back and realized that the path was now blocked. I no longer could look over my shoulder and see what was. The echo of the ravine was no more, and the silence settled in. What was next on this journey of mine? Where hope took root. Walking down a lonely path, a beautiful sight to see. The warmth of the fading sun, the cool autumn breeze, the green of the grass made for beautiful scenery. Along the path, I came upon this little seed of faith. I picked it up and held on to it for a little piece of luck. Little did I know that seed would keep me stuck. All of a sudden, I didn't know what to do. I was no longer interested in pleasing myself. Now, I wanted to please you. Awaken to the world around me and not this lonely path. The beautiful scenery seemed to be all in the past. The path I was on took another form. Thank God I am on this side of the storm. The storm around me grew and grew. I didn't know what I would do. I stood still, holding on tight to the seed of faith I had picked up earlier that night. In my stillness, I heard a voice. It said, "Bury me, please. This is a choice." Without question, I knew what to do. Bury this seed. It means so much to you. But it's all I have now. What will I do? Here I take this seed of hope and plant it in the ground. And that is where hope took root, on this very ground. Now along the lonely path, you can find laughter all around. Until a seed has been planted and takes root in the ground, life cannot come forth. And a seed of faith cannot take root without hope, of course. All right. This poem reminds me of one of my favorite Bible verses, Hebrews 11:1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. King James Version. It reflects how one works with the other. It complements one another. You can't have just faith or just hope. These are also action verbs. They are words that we must place into action. You can't hold on to faith and stay stuck. You cannot have hope without ever making a move, taking a step, or planting a seed. All right. Hey, now we're here to the second part of the journey. I recall a time in my life when I was relocating from one state to another, from Nebraska to Colorado. I had everything planned out and even planned a little vacation between the end and beginning of a new thing. It was a crashing wave that came upon me when that new job and new home were taken away without any notice. Going back was not an option because when God closes a door, it stays closed. I started down a new path, like when you're on the ocean and the wave hits, sending you in another direction. I still heard a calling. This next poem is Echoes of the Deep. When the sun was born to light the sky, many shades of blue were created far and wide. From the sky's soft breath to the raging sea, the ocean is my favorite place to be. Blue is rain, a gentle tear. Blue is laughter, banishing fear. It cradles joy and buries deep the silent ache where sorrow sleeps. A cleansing wave that rushes in, away from the shadows, what has been. Yet storms can rise, a churning beast, from depths unknown, a watering feast. They break above, then fall anew, back to the quiet, tranquil blue. A constant flow, a giving hand, life's very breath across the land. Since time began, it's been the same, a war to hold, a pouring flame. From hidden springs, the waters rise, then pour down from heaven's skies. Upon the shore, a stillness deep, a rumble stirs from earth's sleep. No breeze, no whisper, all around, just silence held and hollowed ground. Again it comes, that muffled drone, a secret message that earth has known. From shadowed depths, a stirring call rises from the land. I search, I strain to understand. With empty hands on shifting sand, to break the silence, to find the key to what the blue deep wants from me. Starting over is not an easy task. When you come from a broken path and you're walking the path alone, some days you may be unsure if you are on the right route. But in that moment, you must pause, listen, and reflect on the journey, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Thank you for joining me today on Journey to Freedom, where hope takes root. I will see you again next week as we begin to come to an end of the first leg of our journey. I will see you Tuesday at 1 p.m. Central Time, Podbeam, Spotify, and YouTube. You can also check me out on Facebook or TikTok under By Faith Jayna K. You all have an amazing day.